Welcome back, folks, to the Jimmy O Show. Happy to be with you again here, coming off the heels of a 42-10 win against UMass. I'm here with some of our defensive stars of the week. Here are, without further ado, I guess, our Fear the Wave defensive players of the week. We got Macon Clark, Dorian Williams, and Eric Hicks. How you doing, gentlemen?
Good. How are you?
Doing good.
Very good. And so, look, we're going to spend a little bit of time talking about that game. But I guess I'll start with Eric because y'all two have been on the show before. Eric, welcome for the first time.
Thank you for having me. This is my first time, first time interviewing. So
yeah,
just appreciate the opportunity being here. So
all good, man. Hey, look, I went back and watched some of the game, and I was like, man, look at Big Hicks. First of all, you had to step up, right?
Yeah.
You were in the rotation, but then we lost Adonis, and you had to do heavy duty.
Yeah. I felt pretty good going into the game. First game of the season. Always got that first game jitters, first game of the season. But I feel like I can do more, I can perform more. I felt like I had a solid game, but I feel like I can always do better, improve, continue working hard, and, we'll see what comes next.
Yeah, and look, a couple early big run stops, in situations where they were doing some things. We had really no idea what they were going to come out with, right? And it was a mystery, and they came out with basically, I was telling people, it was almost like you were playing Army and Navy, you didn't realize it.
Yeah.
Imagine that. It's like without all the prep time, all these quarterback power and inverted veer and all this stuff they were doing in there. But yeah, you guys responded real quickly, and Eric, a big part of that were the plays you were making up front, occupying a couple blocks a lot of times, but then also making some tackles at the line of scrimmage.
Yes, sir.
And then so talk to me a little bit about that. Because, Dorian, we spoke last week, and we talked a little bit about, didn't really know what they were going to try to do. We thought, they're going to try to have some power run elements and whatnot. But it really was. It was a lot, probably more option than I anticipated. Did you guys have a sense that y'all were going to see that from them, or it just kind of learning as we went?
We knew they were going to use the quarterback to run. We didn't think they were going to use him as much as they did. Yeah. We thought it was going to be more false keys, and then, they'd read off of the end and stuff as well. But, nah, it was a lot more, running back lead, tight end lead, they pull, had a quarterback run. It was tough. It was tough. The guys played very hard. It was a nice game.
Yeah, and a lot of what we saw is, we were being conservative. Like, we felt like, I'm sure if I was in Coach Hamp's head, I got a more talented group than there's other guys. We're going to play conservative. We're going to make sure we got ample coverage back and whatnot. And so we had a lot of too high safety. It almost looked like anytime they saw that, they were getting the call from the sideline. Okay, halfback lead. They were gonna take use of that extra blocker against our light box. Is that what the film more or less showed? Was that what we were kind of seeing from these guys? Is that they were? Because they were running 3rd and 14 and stuff like that. They're running that, right? Is that kind of what we saw? Is that they were trying to take advantage of the numbers in that first half?
In the beginning, we didn't kind of expect who was starting at quarterback, but we just had to make adjustments throughout the game, and we're seeing they use the quarterback more, so it's kind of going to be 11-on-11 when they run the quarterback, so we just had to make in-game adjustments, and it worked out pretty good.
All right, and now Mr. Conference Defensive Player of the Week, Clark, all right? Now, you didn't tell me. We were excited about you, with all the extra weight, and you were ready to hit somebody, all this, and last time we talked, but I didn't know you were going to get that kind of honor.
Yeah.
So look, but it was both the run and the pass, man. Man coverage, zone coverage, and making play in the run game. One was you gave the quarterback a nice lick on the sideline, and then what? You hit him with a. Can you show us that little shuffle you gave? to the entire sideline, of course. You were kind of out there by yourself, but they didn't want none of that. It's all good.
Yeah, he didn't want none of that.
But making really kind of all over the place, early play in the game, zone drop, and third, they were trying to throw shorter chains, get it. Just short tackle right there. I thought of that old sitcom show, Malcolm in the middle is like Macon in the middle.
Yeah.
You had a big zone, but you're right there, made the play. And I kind of felt like we saw that from our secondary all game was guys just where they needed to be. Like last year early in the season, as we were kind of transitioning from a more man-heavy scheme into more zones, sometimes seemed like teams were able to get more space. Out here, when they tried, the few times they tried to pass, they didn't find a lot of room to work in.
Yeah.
And in fact, I think this final set, I think they were like 4 for 11, so they completed 4.
That's what it was.
With 3 interceptions.
Yeah.
So one more interception, and we'd have completed as much to us.
That was crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, and guys, I mean, that's what the stat showed. And I made mention of the Service Academy thing, but really, on one hand, if you give up 200 yards rushing, you kind of look at it and you're upset. On the other hand, if you give up 217 yards all game, that's a good defensive effort. Right?
Yeah.
They only averaged 3.4 yards a carry too.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they ran the ball a lot. I mean, they only had the high like farthest run play like 15 yards or something.
Yeah, I think it was 13.
Yeah, so
Too explosive.
it's only two explosive. So that's great. Have control the explosive. Don't go for touchdowns. That's a big thing.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Big part of the game plan.
Yeah, make them work the whole distance. If they can run 10, 12, 15 plays on you to get across the goal line, hats off to them for that drive.
Yeah.
But let's see you do it, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes,
And it worked for them once. And
Yeah.
And I don't want to pat myself on the back too much, but I got friends and they're Tulane fans, so the sky usually falling in their mind, and they're like, man, I don't know about this run. I said, I'm telling you what, this is an easy fix, and we ain't giving up a point in the second half. Yeah. Sure enough, second half shutout. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
Exactly.
So I can't take much credit for the call because y'all the ones that went out.
I mean, that's what we was shooting for. All the time we wanted a third quarter shutout. Why not get a fourth quarter shutout?
Absolutely.
Yep.
What else also impressed me too was, watching that second half shutout was, we weren't shy about getting some of the rotational depth in, and those guys stepped up and made some plays.
Yeah,
sure.
that was good.
Yeah, Amani had a big sack. Parker Peterson was a man on fire. Yeah,
Parker did his thing out there.
And but the guy really showed me, man, Platt.
Yeah.
Platt's gonna make plays.
Platt is a real deal. He's a real deal.
Yeah, I was really impressed with Platt, and I was like, man, look, I've been up at night talking to God a little bit more than normal about Tulane football. I'm like, hey, look, my guys, Dorian and Nick, they might be gone next year. What's going to happen? And then Platt showed up. I was like, okay.
You got to step up.
It'll be you, man.
Yeah. I like that little package we had, though, where you and so this was the thing Nick wouldn't answer last
Yeah.
All right. So rush package, Dorian and Nick at the end. Angelo reduces down to the 3, and then I guess Patrick stayed in.
Right.
Okay, and so that's the 4-man line, and Platt was playing. I guess we were in a dime. Do we have 6 DBs on that or 5? I don't remember. But Platt was the linebacker behind y'all.
Platt and Zeus was at linebacker.
And Zeus was still okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man.
Platt played wide receiver when he was in high school, so when the ball's in the air, he feel like it's his ball, man. So he's gonna go get it, man. He has great ball skills, man. He's a ball player.
Yeah, I mean, I thought I was watching you out there 37. Yeah. Because on his interception, I was actually watching the whole play because I I'd seen him come up and look like you, Dorian, on a couple of these run stops where he's filling a hole, fearless, making a stop, and I was like, let me watch more of this kid. The game was out of hand by that point, and so I watched the whole drop. I'm like, he's dropping like he's a nickelback.
Yeah, he's on the right
He did that interception. I was like, no way, that's Platt.
Yeah, he wouldn't get it. That's Platt. He wouldn't get it. He wouldn't get that one
every time. Man.
Now, was there any conversation though in the locker? Because I feel like he took a pick 6 away from DJ.
Yeah.
If Platt doesn't catch that, DJ catches it on the run coming forward. That might have been 6 the other way.
Actually, I think if Platt didn't catch it, and if DJ didn't catch it, I think Tyree Presley would have caught it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
It was three on the ball. It was 3 people on that ball right
Yeah.
there.
We had some good drives
Came
like
in front.
that.
I tell you,
I was
man.
like,
It's
no.
his ball, man. The ball is his ball, man.
Yeah, go get it. Anybody but.
So all right, so Eric, you were playing when I was watching, at least going back and watching, a lot of one tech, a lot of occupying A gap.
Yeah.
Do you prefer to be there? Do you prefer to be outside over the outside edge of the guard? Do you have a preference, or it don't matter as long as you're out there?
For me, I've been playing nose for the longest, but for me, I really don't think I have a preference. I just want to be out there trying to make as much plays as I can.
Yeah,
I'm
absolutely.
a team player, whatever the team needs, I'm gonna be there.
Yeah, man. Well, look, you showed up on the scene and made some impact plays in the past. 2 years ago in 2019, I remember, like, man, this Hicks kid, he's a player. And then, last year, I think you were probably in and out with some different injuries and different things. But then now this year, the team needed you to step up big. You stepped up in a big way.
Oh yeah.
So we appreciate that.
Team needs me. I'm gonna need them. So
It's
like
the nation.
Vice versa thing.
Very good.
Sure.
And so, look, guys. Just looking ahead, I guess. And I don't want to take too much of y'all time. looking ahead, we've got a whole season in front of us. I guess the best thing that y'all all are sitting in front of me. Dorian, you got slow a couple times. I was a little worried about you. But those first games, cramps are always more prevalent, things of that nature. But we got out pretty healthy, right? And just look, okay, we watched the tape on game 1. How do we feel now? Do we feel as optimistic as we felt preseason, or do we feel like we got more, we always got more work to do, but we have even more work to do than we thought we needed to do? How do y'all feel looking forward to the rest of the season?
I guess we go week by week, step by step, and just focus on our job. I think everything will fall into place. But, yeah, we have more room to improve in every position, in every play, but we go take it week by week and team by team.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good deal. Well, all right, man. Well, look, I'm gonna let y'all get out of here, but before y'all go, I want to give y'all an opportunity. Of course, we're the Fear of the Wave is a charitable enterprise, both in terms of what we take in from our donors, and by the way, thank you to Miles Clement and Chuck LePere and John Young and all the guys who made our Player of the Week segment possible. We really appreciate all y'all's generosity, but we also want to give y'all a chance. Since y'all, civic-minded guys and guys who are thinking of others, I'll give y'all a chance to shout out any kind of charity, any of the charities out there that y'all support before we go, just to raise awareness and let people know causes that if they're looking for something to support, that they can support.
I'm going to shout out Devin Walker Foundation. Shout out Devin Walker. Went to the same high school, and shout out Deshran High School.
No doubt. All right.
I want to work with Playbuild NOLA. They help with building playgrounds and keeping playgrounds clean here in NOLA.
Nice.
I want to shout back from my hometown, Savannah, Georgia, Frank Allen Boys and Girls Club of America. That's where everything started for me, so I just want to give my support to them. I just give them a shout out back at home.
That's a beautiful thing, man. Look, it's all about, receiving what you receive, but then also giving back, right? And the world ain't complete until we do both of those things. So, guys, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate your time. And that's going to do it for this segment. But we're going to come up next with some of the offensive guys and got special teams guys. We've got scout team guys. We've got a whole lot of love to share here. But, guys, thank y'all for leading us off.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
All right.
Yes, sir. Thank you.